Hi guys, I got some more philosophy for you today, more food for thought. Today our topic is going to be the departure of a loved one, how to deal with people passing away. When someone dies and they depart from us in this world, we're saddened and we feel really a lot of pain because we're no longer going to be with them anymore. When people pass away to another realm, we are saddened and we're very hurt by it, and sometimes it's very hard for us to let go. It's because of our own guilt and how we feel towards that person, and us thinking that we could have been so much more nicer to that individual that doesn't allow us to really have peace with this person passing on. But the most important thing that you guys should consider is this, is how that person who has passed away may feel towards what you guys or the people that's left behind should feel after they have left. What I mean by that is, if I died, I think I would want people that I left behind, I would want them to continue on with their life in a very positive, productive, and a happy way. And if they were to remember me, I would hope that they only remember the good things about me and not the bad things. I don't think the people that have passed on wants us to suffer or be in torment or be stressed or so emotionally burdened that we can't continue. I know if I pass away, I want all the people that I love to be happy where they are. And I'll be looking forward to seeing them in the near future. Guys, when people pass away, they're passing away into another dimension, another realm. And I don't think that they want us to be burdened with their death. I think they want us to continue forward and be productive and happy. This is what I truly think that they would want. For you guys not to respect their desires and to live life in such an awful way. I'm sure the person who has passed on is beating their chest and saying, this is exactly what I don't want them to do. As you, being a human being, when you leave people that you love, would you want them to be in torment? Would you want them to be so sad that they can't function normally? Of course not. And it would be terrible for you to not understand that. It would be terrible for you to be not considerate towards what they may want with us after they've passed on. If you really think that person that you love and miss is a loving person, is a compassionate person, is really a nice person, then trust yourself that that person wants you guys to be happy. And if you know this, don't you think you should continue on being happy? To respect and love those that have passed on, they can only live through you, through your memories of them, through your love towards them, what they've implanted, what they've taught you, what they've communicated, and what they have shared as a part of your life today is how you can respect and continue to go forward in memorial of them. Truly, it would be wise of us to only take what good things they deposit into us and represent them through our lives every day. And for those that don't believe in life after death, and you believe that you just die and you're no longer part of the universal forces, I want you guys to consider this. All the research that has been done on people who have been clinically dead in a hospital, those that come back and come back to life, have all professed pretty much the same thing. They said that after they had died in the hospital, that they went off into a really warm, nice place where they were welcomed. And they saw all the others that have passed on. And it was a very wonderful, warm place. And they didn't want to come back. but it wasn't their time, so they had to come back. A lot of them have the same exact story, and to me that's just testimony that there is life after death, and there's something wonderful to look forward to. As of my belief in a benevolent God, I know He's a merciful and loving God. He's not the God that who's so anxious to take your faults and throw you in hell, and that's not the God that I believe in. The God that I believe in is a God with so much compassion. He's rich with mercy. And what I mean by this is, let's say I have a pet. It's a dog. I grow him, he's cute, I feed him, and we have a relationship, owner and pet. And I love my dog, and he loves me. But one day he got bitten by a rat, and he gets rabies, and this dog starts barking back at me, even has the nerve to come and bite me. Me being a human being and having compassion to love, I would never look at the dog and say, because you have bitten me, I'm going to tie you up, put you on a barbecue, and barbecue you forever until eternity. I don't have that type of cruel heart to do something to my pet because of something it did out of ignorance and burn it throughout eternity. That's not the God that I worship. And that's not the God that you should worship either. The God that I worship is a God that understands we have handicaps. We have things that we don't know better, and we have our own ignorance. And He's understanding of this. And the God that I worship and love, He only loves us like we would love our own children. But majority of the human beings that have never seen God, I'm sure God's going to reveal His loving nature, and everything will be okay. So for all of you who's having a hard time dealing with the fact that a loved one has passed away, I tell you this, rejoice, for they are in a much, much better place. They're not here where there's crime, greedy, terrible, nasty people, but they're in a place where none of that exists. So if anything, I want you to look at those who have passed away and rejoice for them. It's kind of like graduating from this terrible world and going to a much, much better place, which they are deserving of. And if you think they are deserving, let them go. Don't hold on to them in a terrible way, because that would be very selfish of you. And you're not allowing them to continue or pass on in a very peaceful way. With that being said, I hope that when you look at death, you look at it as a stage for them to move on to a better place. Live life here on earth knowing that they're in a better place. And they also want you to be very happy and rejoice in the fact that they've moved on. And they don't want to be a burden to you. Not in your heart, not in your mind. But I want you guys to think about this. They want to leave this place knowing that you guys are happy, not sad. That would be a terrible thing for you to emotionally put on them as they pass away. So, be happy for them and allow them to pass. And allow them to pass in peace, with joy, not with regret or shame or pain that they're leaving behind a bunch of crybabies that doesn't know any better. So I want you guys to really think about that. Okay? That's my food for thought. And I hope you guys can let them go and understand that you let them go with love. Okay? Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys next time.